beauty, Isle of splendor, Isle too also sweet and fair. All must surely gaze in wonder at thy gifts so rich and rare. Rivers, valleys, hills, and mountains, all these gifts we do extol. Healthy land, so like all fountains, giving cheer that warms the soul.
Thank you very much, Ms. Peltier. And before you take your seats, I want to invite Mr. Michael Farrell, another officer and staff, another cultural officer, to lead us in some spirituality, bring the Creator into our midst.
We've come this far by faith, leaning on the Lord, trusting in His holy word. He's never failed me yet. Oh, can turn around. We've come this far by faith. We've come this far by faith, leaning on the Lord, trusting in His holy word. Oh, it's never failed me yet. Oh, can turn around. We've come this far by faith. I will trust in the Lord. I will trust in the Lord. I will trust in the Lord till I die. I will trust in the Lord. Oh, I will trust in the Lord. I will trust in the Lord till I die. Because we've come this far by faith, leaning on the Lord, trusting in His holy word. He's never failed me yet. Oh, can turn around. We've come this far by faith. And may the Lord continue to bless us. Amen.
Amen. Thank you very much. Let's hear it for the staff members, Tasha Peltier and Michael Farrell. You may be seated. Honorable Greta Roberts, Minister for Culture, Youth, Sports and Community Development. Miss Dominica 2023, Miss Wobduyet 2022 and Madame Wobduyet 2022. Staff of the Cultural Division, artisans, partners, other invited guests, the media, viewers, listeners, good afternoon and welcome to the launch of Emancipation 2023, coupled with a craft exhibition. Emancipation is a season where we celebrate not the institution of slavery, but the freedom from it, as well as connecting the dots of where we are today to where we're coming from. This season promises to deliver beyond expectation as we at the Cultural Division continue to do our best to preserve, promote, and develop Dominica's culture. It is no secret how I feel about the team, the staff, the family at the Cultural Division. But there are a few other unsung heroes who are part of the machinery or the function on whole. In order to execute all of our events to the best of our ability, in the most trying financial times, we are blessed with a team at the ministry who understands that our work may not always yield immediate tangible results, but the human capacity that we develop will be monumental for generations to come, and that is immeasurable. So, Honorable Minister, please convey our gratitude to the team. Tell them there are more bills coming, but we all believe in the greater good. As I alluded to earlier, our season is twofold. Our reason here is twofold, and that's the launch of Emancipation as well as the craft exhibition. So I would now like to call on Ms. Vanessa Lisa Winston, President of the Dominica Arts and Craft Producers Association, for some brief remarks.
Good afternoon, everyone. Again, I am Vanessa Lisa Winston. I am firstly the creative designer and producer for fashion accessories and other handicraft items. I am the president of the Dominica Arts and Craft Producers Association, and I am also a member of the United Maroon Indigenous Peoples of the Caribbean. So Emancipation celebration is very close to my heart because firstly, our tradition, and especially as the celebration starts off with an arts and craft exhibition or craft exhibition where we focus more on the handicraft. It is a pleasure that we were invited to do that exhibition, though because of the weather we had a lot of persons that was deterred in getting here on time and being able to fulfill their presentation. However, let me thank the member of my team, the Dominica Arts and Craft team that is here. Thank you very much. We have Rosamond, Annie, Cecilia, Joy, Orlando, and some others who I probably have not mentioned. You are not left out. And those that are home that are sick, that I know that would really like to be here. And let us not, during that emancipation time, we need to normalize the word maroon or negmawo. Let us not forget where our tradition, some of our tradition came from, because our tradition, our craft, the talent that we have inherited have been passed down to us through our ancestors. And it is a blend of the Kalinago Indians and the Maroons or the Negmawo that live within our island. Dominica was the second strongest Negmawo population in the Caribbean, and that we should be proud of. A lot of us, we tend to turn our head from the word Negmawo, but Negmawo is who we are, because we are Maroons. That is what we are, in the blend of Kalinagos. Anybody in Dominica right now that can root their family back before slavery or to slavery, they are a blend of the Kalinagos and the Maroons. Right? So let me just welcome you all, and we hope that you all will continue inviting us to different activities. We have a small team, but we are powerful. We have done a lot thus far. There's a lot happening in DACPA in the background. We probably might not be sort of like an upfront group as such. However, we have taken down programs where we had a workshop for women where we made reusable sanitary napkins. And as we speak right now, we are grantees of one of the Jeff Small Grants project, where we will actually focus on trying to create awareness in using more of our natural and local materials, not just to use them, but we want persons to be able to preserve them. We want persons to replant them and to understand how that we can pass them on to the other generation. We also have a fund grant from Australian Aid, which will aid us in beekeeping. You will wonder, what does arts and craft have to do with beekeeping? But arts and craft has a lot to do with beekeeping, because guess what? The beehives, they have to be made. And we need the skilled wood carvers to be able to make the beehive. So instead of importing the beehives, we can make it locally, right? Also, the beeswax is good for preserving our tools, for finishing our products, and for making, you can even make wax crayons out of it. But most importantly, it is important that we think of eco ways to be able to finish our product instead of using the synthetic material. So therefore, we have to make our contribution towards the bee industry, so that the population of bees can rise, so we can have the wax that we can use for our tools and equipment and for finishing our products. We also partner with a group in Martinique, where we, as of next week, we will be hosting 10 Cubans, 4 Haitians, 2 Martinicans, and an Italian, in a workshop where we're going to come together for our first time to get to know each other, where what we want to do is to create a digital culture among our artisans. Because with the rise of COVID, we noticed that many of our artisans could have done more with their products and probably be able to go online and create more virtual exhibitions and showing of their products. So in that way, we identify the need for our members to be advanced in that area, and therefore we have partnered with these groups in order to bring that to our arts and craft persons in Dominica. Not just DACPA members, we are Dominica Arts and Craft Producers Association, so we represent Dominica, not because we say we are members, that means we leave out anybody. We do not leave out anybody, as long as you are an arts and craft person in Dominica. Thank you very much, and let me encourage you to visit the exhibition that we have, patronize with our members, and help them grow in whatever way possible, whether it's encouragement or whether financially. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Vanessa. Apart from the historical context, Emancipation is about connecting what we do today to our African heritage. So I'm happy to introduce someone who represents on both fronts. A recently graduated Nigerian medical student, but one who has been with